Orofo Yedawase, a best of like over commenting, now subscribe to the channel now, and never 2 a.m. And now John Dramani Mahama dropping a third ministers, a badge of ministers, they about out in a way, or share only presidential office. One hour bueno in a new ma, obey your Jubilee House, 1 hour bad advice, and all kinds of people obey all around him day in and day out. As a president of Ghana, no here for two, when here drain, when here assistance, I want to be close to him, or river model, no day, a govern nation, how our person or govern 24 hours economy, and other things. No, they say, was so early, we know Sunday a third batch of ministers, and no, the other set, and also a boy, I'm a multi, but first, we'll never focus on the presidential office info in our offer one so one brother no in the major one office and a Jubilee House. So my uncle Tia Emra.
Say Omani Ghana bidding Kutowns Biana or Mumbasin so and who here because Ghana you need to go Mali a bank in case say Omani bidding Kumubiana or Mono Basi. I feel Mammy paying a friend Nana ya Jantua, ya Nana ya Jantua, yeah. Yes, or presidential staffer. Afi lawyer Beatrice Anai or NDC communicator or no yes presidential staffer. Afi Shamaima Muslim or Centroni or City News and Ujaya Okudi politics. Say on a presidential deputy presidential spokesperson. Okay. Afi papa friend Professor Kweku Danso Boafo. Everybody be cabinet secretary or on a cabinet committee na obetretre. And on the first list about if you call list about just few hours ago. Upper West Regional Minister, your papa friend Charles Wanga on the say Kwakoshe Bono Joseph Ade Akwaboa. Bono East Francis Owusu MP. Or mono now ministers and say that Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, NDC Director of Elections, is on the Ministry of Defense. Samuel Nate Sam George, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations. Okay. Afi Papa Femi Emmanuel Ama Kofi Boa, Okupimo Parliament or a Deputy Majority Leader. After your marking there, Atofons in deputy or lands and natural mineral resources. Afi Kofi Idi Adams, Yera Kofi Adams, Boom MP, or Sports, Minister for Sports and Recreation. Afi Oko Minister of Labor, Jobs and Employment, Papa friend Dr. Abdul Rashid Pepu. Okay, fine case. Minister of Health, Kwabena Minta Akando. Now, man, folks say, Zaneto Rollins, but Mahama saw the ama Governmental candle. Afi Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, also called Environment, Science and Technology. Mahama or two technology, digital technology, neo technology. Okay. Afi Minister for Transport, no Eko Papa, your friend Joseph Bukari Nipe, or your MP, Nehon Eko. Afi Muntaka Muhammad Mubarak, as someone say MP. Muntaka called Ministry of Interior, Ghana Police, Ghana Fire, Ghana Immigration, Muntaka Nchen. Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, Minister for Foreign Affairs. Yes, Okujeto Ablakwa, Foreign Affairs. Afi Minister for Works and Housing and Water Resources, Ama Papa friend J. Kenneth Gilbert. Nehona Eko. Afi Minister of State in charge of special initiative. Sa binding the baby strong ko beba be fa mamu a obu imu a do be dan no te say de nanado ye ha wakum si no. Yes, your friend Emmanuel Kojo Ajikum ono na be Minister of State in charge of special initiatives. Afi benya Minister of State Government Communications. Your Minister of Communications wo but do be Government Communications Minister Felix Kwachi Ofosu. For your Minister of Communication, Sam George, but you say your Minister of State Communication. Afei, your minister be a friend, Minister of State in charge of climate change and sustainability. And also the Obedano, Papa a friend, Isifu Seidu, on also a MP for Wayne Lester, Felix Ofosukwache, at the Awabe Tuja, if you know much too, a barbepim, and around 1 and or the list we so a betuja, yes, I can be minimum. The walk of home, and in some of the car phone, but I know I didn't share our comment section on the middle as me brain.
Now, let's talk about our friend Kwame A Plus. Now, Kwame A Plus has just joined the parliament, as you know, and he's a member of parliament for Gomoa. And he's had something to say about the sirens that the parliamentarians use. And it brings back home the question of how we campaign and the things we say when we are campaigning. We've seen vetting in parliament, sometimes NDC, sometimes MPP, where after the campaign, they come for the appointment committee hearings and they are asked that you said this during the campaign. They said, oh, I'm sorry about this. It was just campaign. Somehow we don't learn from it. The next campaign comes, we do that again. The next campaign comes, we do that again and again and again. This is Kwame A Plus regretting criticizing MPs for using sirens. You know that there was this bill that came out, a law that was going to Parliament by the Minister of Transport, that the category of people can use sirens, the President, the Vice President, Speaker of Parliament, Chief Justice. And we all went in arms, in uproar, that why should MPs have sirens? They shouldn't have sirens. A Plus was one of those who said that on UTV, that they shouldn't have sirens. Now, he says that having been to Parliament now and been sworn in as a member of Parliament, done a few days, weeks with the MPs, he now thinks that they actually do need the sirens. I'm not against what A Plus is saying. I'm not for what he's saying. I'm just sharing with you, viewers, that this is before and after. Have a listen.
It is not an easy task at all. Today, for instance, as with the president in my constituency, the Ahmadiyya Muslim had their convention, annual convention, and you know it's in my constituency. That's where they have it in Gomoa.
Okay.
And I had to be at the convention, and I had to be in Parliament at the same time.
Wow.
And then I remember that last year, before I entered Parliament, I was complaining about MPs and why MPs wanted sirens. And I called my friend and said, "Are you?" He's a dispatch rider. I said, "Where are you?" He said, "I'm at my place." I said, "Please, I need you to take me out of this traffic and get me to the constituency now and bring me back to Parliament."
Wow.
So I came to understand why and can you imagine somebody whose constituency is somewhere in, say, Paga, and you have to go there with the president and then come back to Parliament. I think that I am in a position to explain what happens and what parliamentarians.
What do you make with what A Plus said? He said that he had to go to Gomoa. The president was doing something there. He had to be there. And as we used to say, if you're a member of Parliament and you know you have to go somewhere, you should be ready. You should leave at 6 o'clock. You should leave at 5 a.m. You should leave at 4 o'clock if you know the thing is 7 o'clock in the evening. We all said that. So if A Plus knew that being in Gomoa, he needed to be there at a certain time, he just has to leave in the morning, or he doesn't have to come out of Gomoa in the morning if that's where he was based. But A Plus is also right. Members of Parliament have multiple responsibilities. So whilst he had to be at Gomoa at 2 o'clock, he probably needed to be in somewhere at 9 a.m. in his capacity as member of Parliament. Maybe there was a program at Moving Pick, he had to be there. He can't say that he has a 2 o'clock at Gomoa, so he's going to remain in the Gomoa environs from Kasua from morning till 2 o'clock so he can make it. The same things we all said that parliamentarians should know. They should plan their time. They should know that they have this to do. They have multiple things to do. They are invited everywhere. And if they don't accept the invitation, it's going to